G'day guys, welcome back. Now, this is going to be, cross fingers, the last attempt at the peacock colours for the dragon scales. So you know I've been struggling with it, trying to get it. So we'll see if I can get it this time. What I'm doing differently is I'm taking out one of the tints, the purple tints, and I'm going to replace it with a purple mica. Because when I did that copper one, oh, I should have got it out for you. When I did the copper one, where is it? Can I find it when I want it? I don't know where it is. But yeah, when I did the copper one, I used the copper mica powder in the center. Did you remember that one? I'm still trying to find it. I'm going through all my drawers. Oh, there it is. It would have to be the very last drawer that I looked in. So yeah, this one I used purple mica powder in, you can see it, not purple, copper, you can see it there. So I'm thinking I'm going to try that, because when I did this one and I used the purple tint, you can see a tiny little bit of it in there, but not much at all. So I'm going to try with that and see if that works. I'm going to just put you on autofocus just to see if that's any better. If I move things, like if I want to show you something. At least it's focusing, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, this is kind of peacocky because it's got the green, it's got the blue, it's got the gold. I'm just missing that little bit of purple. You can see it very, very slightly there. But anyway, let's see if I can improve. Focus again. Let's see if I can improve on this. Last time. Right, so here we go. Appetite Blue. That's that turquoisey, gorgeous, peacocky colour. I'm going to give it a stir. Wipe it off. And then just take a little bit. It's a bit sticky, so it's a bit hard to see how much I'm taking. Now this cup is about 3/4 full. I'm using the Platinum 360 Plus. See, when I put, like, it looks a little bit blue, but then when I put the gold next to it, that's when it changes to this gorgeous sort of turquoisey, greeny gold color. Still transparent. And if you want to see what it actually looks like transparency wise, you can put a clean stick in, because that's being dyed now. See that? You can see the color through there. It's just you can't really tell because the stick has changed color. So that's that one. I'll clean off that stick and I can use it again. Now the next one is going to be the Blue Violet. It's a tint, and I'm going to do, let's start with 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let me just check my records and see what I did last time. Yep, that'll do fine. That's that one. I'll put that in the resin first before I stick it in the tint. Give that a stir up. So this one's about 2/3 full, because the outer puddles obviously are bigger because they need to go further. I want them to go right out to the outside. So that's a Blue Violet. It's a purpley blue, but again, against the gold, hopefully it'll look really pretty. And then we've got the gold, Bright Gold by Resin. Now this one, oh, where's my little spoon? A couple of times I used way too much gold. Even a level teaspoon, like I was doing that, making a level teaspoon. It's too much for half a cup. I only need like that, half a level teaspoon in a half a cup. And then the same with the white satin. Just clean that spoon off. So same again, half a level teaspoon in half a cup. These are 120 ml little cups. Actually, I'll stir it all in a minute. And then the last one is the Resin Royal Purple. So that one's going to be in my center. I'm going to do the same with that. I'm going to do half a level teaspoon. And we'll see how we go with that. All right, I'm just going to put you on pause. And I'm going to stir, stir, stir. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Just making sure that we're going to focus there. I'm all mixed up. Not me, literally. Okay, here we go. Right. It's been a labor of love trying to do these, I tell you. Okay, make sure everything's all nice and clean in my new mold that I made. Do you like this mold? Do you like it? It's pretty, isn't it? I really like it. It's not as big as my other ones. So I can actually do 6 smaller ones with the same amount of resin that I do the 4 bigger ones, which is nice, you know, more bang for your buck. Okay, let's even this out, what I've got left here. Got the heater on. So cold at the moment. It was 4 degrees this morning. I know that's not cold for a lot of you, but for Queensland, up in the north, you know, it's a bit chilly. So yeah, got the heater on in the studio. I think what I'm going to do, just so that I get, see this one here, it's got the green here, but it hasn't got the green there. I don't think my colors were, like I don't think this had gone out to the edge. So I'm just going to, just quickly, hopefully I can do this quickly, push that out. While I'm doing that, I'll show you this in the other hand. See this, I used too much gold in this one. I think this one was the one that I had a level teaspoon, like a full level teaspoon of gold, and you can see the difference. It's just way too much gold. Yeah, it really takes over, so you don't need a lot. It's quite heavy, it's quite dense. I'm not having that much luck here, guys, spreading this. It's kind of sticky, you know. Trying my best. I'll just keep going. I just want it to be more kind of even, I guess, more symmetrical on the back. I thought if I do this, I might get that. Do you think so? Do you think that would help? Just for the bottom layer. And then you pour your puddles on. So I don't think it makes, oh dear, spillage. Just fast forward. Catch up with me in a minute or so. I don't think I've stirred that properly. Oh, it's probably because I scraped my cup, actually. I've got a new fence. I moved the dog fence out a bit, so they've got a bigger area. Getting ready to do my extension. I haven't told you yet, have you? Have I? I'm going to build a bit of an extension, another garage, and I'm going to move my studio into that. But the dogs can see me now when I'm working, because I'm now in their area. So they're standing there looking in at me, saying, "What are you doing, Mum?" I think they like the fact that they can see me now while I'm in here, because they couldn't see me before, because they're in another room. Nearly done. Sorry, bear with me. I know it's boring, but I just want to try this, see what happens. See if it's any different. Okay, done skis. Make sure that it's all touching the edges there. Hopefully that'll give me a more uniform sort of a look. What are your thoughts? Do you think so? Hope so. Cover in. All right, so the next layer is going to be the gold. And we want to use 2/3 of the gold between these, and then another third later on, because the gold's got further to go. It's got a bigger area to cover for this particular layer. And then as the puddles get smaller, or the area, like the center, gets smaller, you need less. So that's what I found. A little bit, just start with a little bit, and we'll see how much I've got left. So I've only got 1/2 cup of gold, and I need to do 2 layers. But like I said, the first layer is going to be bigger than the second layer because it's got further to push out. That's my theory anyway. Look about the same. Okay, so we've got a little bit of gold left, not much. Okay, now the next thing is a bit of white. I need to clean up that little mess there. That's bothering me. There, that's better. Now, I torch each layer as we go. Now the white. Hello, Izzy. Looking in at me. It's so funny. All right, white, same thing. Try and get it into the center, just so that, like I said, when you turn it over, it's symmetrical on the other side. And make sure that you're leaving some white for the second little puddle. Okay, there we go. Now, let's torch again. The next layer is going to be this purple tint. All right, here we go. I'm going to use the whole lot over these 6. I only need to do 1 layer, 1 puddle. So we can use it all up. There goes the neighbour with his, I think he's using his ride-on mower actually to take his bins up. It's bin night tonight. He's even further away from the road than I am, so he drives with the bins attached to the back of the ride-on mower up to the road to drop off the bins. I just have to drag them. It's not too far for me. Okay, how's that? I think we've used it all up. Okay, now the next one. Gosh, I hope this works. Oh, look at those colors. My gosh, I always love those. The outside color when it's mixed in with the gold, it's just divine. Okay, so now we go with the gold again. Whoops, that's a bit much. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I forgot that I'm only doing little puddles. And I actually, on my little notes here, actually wrote down that I was only going to do 1 layer of white. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. I know I've still left some white, but I'll just do this and I'll talk to you properly and I'll concentrate on what I'm saying. Whoops, I've spilt my gold over there. Does that matter? Oh well, doesn't matter. Actually, I'll probably get moved when I put the clear on anyway. That's it. I won't put any more on. Who are you calling a moron? Alright, now, my theory, my thoughts on this is I've just put down a mica. If I use the white, it's another mica, and then if I put the purple on, it's another mica. That's going to be 3 mica powders on top of each other. So I'm thinking I might just leave. I don't know. I don't know whether to put the white down. Oh, let's do it. It's only a tiny bit. Let's do it. I actually don't know what the white does. One day I'm going to do one of these without white and see what happens. At least then I've got 2 colours between the 2 purples. I'm just not sure what the white actually does because it never shows up in any of my coasters, my dragon scale coasters. It just doesn't show up, so I don't actually know what it does. Like, it might not do anything. Maybe I don't even need the white. So I am going to try without the white one day. I want to do like with reds and things like that as well. Okay, so now we've got our last one, the purple. It's looking very green at the moment. The color that you put down first does tend to take over. All right, here we go. Purple. Now I needed half a cup of the purple because it's going to be the smaller puddle. You see, when you start you have a bigger puddle, and then as you get closer to the finish, your puddles get smaller. I'm hoping that the purple will show up in this one. Knowing my luck, it'll be all purple and you won't see any of the greeny blue. Turquoise, hey. That'll be just the way it goes. But I don't think I'm going to do it again. I'm sure you guys are over watching me trying to get peacock colours, aren't you? Okay, I've got a little bit left, but I just have to be aware that I need some room for my clear still. I made up 250 grams of A with the resin and 107 grams of B. And that's, what is it? It's roughly, well, it's close enough to 360 grams. Close enough, almost. There's a bubble. All right, here we go. Now the clear. And again, I don't know that I should put like too much clear in. I know it pushes it out, pushes all the colours out, and then they get pulled back in again to the centre. But I don't like a big clear centre, so but I've only got like half a cup of resin here, so of the clear, so it's not a lot. And I may not even use it all. Okay, how are they looking? How are they cooking? Good looking. Yep, they all look as if they're kind of mounding. So I've got a tiny bit of the clear left, tiny bit of the purple left, and that's it. So it's probably like, I don't know, 10 grams or something like that. Now these are looking peacock. They are looking peacock. That's for sure. But then these looked peacock as well. Actually, no, see, that's all the purple tint on the top there. It didn't sink. It stayed on top. That's why I thought if I use the purple mica, it might sink. That's my theory anyway. So I'll leave it there. I'll come back in about an hour. There's a little hair just there. I'll come back in about an hour and we'll see what they're doing. I don't know if I should be putting anything in it. It might change my little design, but anyway, there we go. Wanted to get that out. As you can see, the center is closing up. So we probably will have a small clear area. It's looking really pretty. Oh, wish they could just stay like that. If they could stay like that, I'd be happy using the tops, because that to me is pure peacock color. I mean, that is just divine. So pretty. And the way that the resin's being pulled in, I wonder if the heat changes it. I wonder if the heat actually changes the design. Don't know. Look at the edge here. Look at that. That's where that apatite paste has met the gold, and it comes up with this gorgeous, that's it, I'll try not to get resin on it. See the edge there? It comes up with that gorgeous greeny goldish gorgeousness. All right, I'll leave it at that. So far so good, you guys. They are looking divine. I'm just going to take you down for a bit of a close-up so that you can see a little bit closer what they're doing. Look at that. Now, does that or does that not look like peacock colours? And then look at the edge. See the edge there? It's really interesting what they do. But it's going to change. They're not going to stay like this. I mean, I'd be happy if they did. I'd use them like this. But we're after the dragon scale in the peacock colours, so we shall see. We shall see what happens. Right, I'll come back in about an hour. I'll go and feed my dogs. Come back in an hour and see what's happening. Right, see you then. Okay, so it's been about an hour. Let's have a little look. See what they're doing. Not that it makes a big difference, really. I mean, it doesn't change what's going on underneath, but we can't see, can we? It's looking very blue. That's for sure. And that gold there is spread more along the edge. You can see the purple in the center there. I just hope it's dropped. What do these ones look like? Similar, very similar. That one looks more blue. This one you can see the ring of purple around the top there, around the middle. Oh well, no point wondering. We're just going to have to wait and see what they look like tomorrow. But I'm just hoping that that purple has sunk. Yep, can't tell. We'll just have to cross our fingers. All right, I'll see you in the morning. It's the next day. They've set nice and hard. Rightio. Please work. I don't think I could do this again. I'm sure you guys don't want to see me do these colours again, hey? So, let's hope it works this time. Oh, look, we've got a little bit of transparency there. Transparency looks a bit purple on top. Now we can see some crackle effects here on the top. I'm assuming that's from the purple. All right, putting it off. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we've got purple. Still not as much, but we've got purple. Where does purple go? My gosh. Maybe I didn't have it quite opaque enough. Oh my gosh. All right, let's compare it to the last one. These two came from the same batch, but one's got more blue in it than the other. This one, for some reason, must have poured more in. So this one has got a lot of gold in the center there. This one, the gold has been more dispersed. So you get that totally different look, hey? It's probably because I had the purple. So the purple must be lighter weight because I had the purple in the middle, whereas here I had the gold in the middle. So it's given us a totally different look. It's interesting, hey? Look, I've learned something. I still really like this one, but yep, again, lost the gold. Let me put this one down. Which do you prefer? The one with the big amount of gold in the center or the more blended one? Okay, there we go. That one as well. So we've got more of this sort of greenish gold around the outside, and then we've got more of the bluey, this one, the blue blue violet is sort of more in the middle there. Very interesting. And the dog's jumped up on me. He scratched me. Beautiful and shiny. Okay. Keep going. So they're all very symmetrical. You know how I pushed that first puddle out to the edges? I think that's helped with the symmetry of them. That's for sure. And lucky last, come back around the side. I mean, you can see a little bit of purple there in the center. And in here you've got like a darker sort of a purplish tone. But then, yeah, we've lost that gold from the center. I did put gold in the center, didn't I? Yeah, I put gold, then I put white, then I put purple, then I put clear. So it was like 4 layers out. So this is it here along the outside. It was pushed out. So I guess if you want more this kind of a look, you need really to have your gold closer to this sort of last 2 layers, I guess, or 3 layers. Well, there we go. What do you think? Do you like those? I do like them. I'm actually in 2 minds about whether I prefer this more blended look or whether I prefer this, which is really like this ring in the center, isn't it? So, don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer this lot of gold in the center like that, which is what those ones tend to be? I was kind of hoping for more like this one, I guess, where I had the copper in the center. But see, the copper's a metallic again, so it must have something to do with the metallics being heavier. That's what it must be. I wonder if I mixed like a purple with a silver to make it heavy. No, I think I'm going to move on. We'll do some maybe reds and try different colors, hey? I'm done with the peacock. I think that's as good as it gets. Alrighty. Well, thank you very much for watching and following along the way with my little peacock experiment. Like, these are really, really pretty coasters, and you'd love to use them that way. You could use them that way if you preferred. It's just very dark this way. See, it's the ink. Not the ink, the tint. See, it sits on top. It hasn't like fallen through a lot. So, but anyway, there we go. Love them. I still really love them. So again, thanks for watching, and let me know what other colors you'd like to see them in. Maybe we can try for some, we've done a lot of gold, so maybe we should try for some silvers. What can we do with silver, hey? Have a think about it, let me know, and I'll see you real soon for the next video. Okay, stay safe guys, love you all. Bye for now.